Well, more than 60 million people around the world have seen the musical Wicked. It is one of the longest-running shows in Broadway history. It has won more than 100 awards, including a Grammy and 3 Tonys, and now it's back on stage in Toronto. It's a story, well, it's an origin story about the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda, the Good Witch, but it's also about female friendship and discrimination, government corruption, and it's told from the perspective of these 2 witches in the land of Oz. There's Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West, and Glinda the Good. Glinda, not Galinda. The actors playing these classic roles are with me this morning in studio. Lauren Samuel stars as Elphaba, and Austin Danielle Bulmer, who plays Galinda, or Glinda, as it's known later in the movie. Great to have you both here. I saw this performance last week, and these songs are so powerful and so iconic, and you guys just had us soaring. It was incredible to watch you both. Wonderful job. Thank you. They're known in, Lauren, I'm going to start with you. They're known and loved by so many people. You shared this on Instagram, which I loved, from your debut performance. This is about a month ago. The post reads, "I cannot really put into words how it felt opening the show. I blacked out for most of it, to be honest, and now this is my job. Pinch me." I hear you manifested to play the role of Elphaba. Tell me that story.
Yeah, so I went to see Wicked about 15 years ago, I want to say, when it first opened in the West End, and Idina Menzel came over from Broadway to open the show.
So you saw her perform the role.
So I saw her performance.
Wow.
And I said to my friend at the time that I was with, I was like, one day, please let me be green. And it may have taken 15 years, but I'm here.
The wizard granted your wish. Austin, for you as well, playing the role of Glinda, this is also a dream come true. She's so funny.
Yeah.
I noticed from the video you shared on Instagram, and we do like to snoop her. I mean, you put it out in public, in fairness.
Yes.
Let's take a look at that.
I'm about to go play Glinda on the national tour of Wicked.
Your friends are literally floored. What's the story behind this?
Yeah, well, that right there is Alexandra Socha, who is currently playing Glinda on Broadway. And we had just done a production of Fiddler on the Roof together where she played my older sister. Oh. And I found out that she was going to be playing the role. And honestly, knowing that she had been cast in this role, that is usually cast as people who look like Glinda, you know? And she looks a little different. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. And then the audition came to me. And if I hadn't had this relationship with her, I don't know if I would have been like, yes, I think this is actually something that could be mine. And so when I actually got the part, I knew I was gonna get to go see her and see her play the role. And then I wanted to leave it as a surprise for on the stage at the Gershwin Theater so I could tell her the news.
I'm hearing your voice, and you even sound a little bit like Glinda sometimes when you're talking. It's like in your blood. Lauren, you say playing the role of Elphaba, which is one that you manifested. You wanted to go green, but you describe it now as living a nun's life. What do you mean by that?
Indeed. Well, it is, it's very hard. It's a very hard role. The songs are very difficult songs, so I do have to go home every night, be mute.
This is you.
Steam. Yes, that's me steaming every single night.
Can I ask you about the makeup? And can I also point out you actually have some green in your ear right now?
No.
Wait, turn your head. Can you turn your head this way? Look, right inside her ear, there's a little bit of green in there. Can you talk to us about the process?
Ears is the hardest part to get out, yeah.
Yeah.
So it does take, it only takes about 30 minutes to get on all green. Obviously, I'm completely painted green.
Is it like a spray tan, or is it done by hand?
No,
How's it going?
it's literally done with paintbrushes.
Wow.
They're thick paintbrushes. Takes about 30 minutes, and then it only takes me about 20 minutes to get off, but clearly I'm not doing a good job.
I mean, you just do an incredible job, and it doesn't rub off, it doesn't like...
Sometimes.
It rubs off on me. One of my favorite things is that when we finish the show after Singing for Good, I always have a big green handprint, which makes me so happy.
Imprinted on one another. Again, one of the things, oh, you guys are so cute. One of the things that stood out to me that I had forgotten when I saw this play 10 years ago was the political commentary. And when I was sitting in the audience, and there's the classroom scene where the professor is trying to warn the children of what's happening, and there's messages of like othering and polarization. It's shocking to me that 10 years ago, that message feels exactly like political commentary that's happening now. What's it like for the both of you, not only to be able to perform this musical as something that brings people joy, but also makes them think?
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why Wicked has remained so popular. It's not just, of course, great music, great costumes, everything else, but it does have these really strong messages. But they're not in your face messages, you know? But they do make you go away and think.
Yeah, and I think especially, you know, for these two women, they are wrestling with this in a really big way. So it feels cool to be constantly going to the theater every night and having to put yourself in a position of really going through, gosh, what are these questions, and wrestling with this and allowing that to be how the audience receives the message, you know?
Well, it was such a joy and a delight not only to watch you both perform, but to have you both here this morning. So thank you so much. Continued luck on your run here in Toronto. Wicked is playing at the Princess of Wales Theatre now until July 21st. Honestly, go once, go twice. It's so good you won't regret it. For more information, you can check out mirvish.com.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.